What's up, YouTube? This is Taran in Schofield, and today, as you may see, I'm just checking to make sure it's recording. I'm going to be doing a draft. As you can see, we've got Magic Origins. I've just come back from the Grand Prix. I'm going to be doing a draft, so let's go through this. The Wild Instincts is a good card, but it's not something you want to first pick. Prism Ring's okay. The Network's okay. I do like the Grave Blade, this Grave Blade here, and so I'll add that to pick. So we'll pick the Grave Blade. We got a Hixus, Murder Investigation. Charging Griffin's pretty good. However, Charging Griffin's a really good card, but if I'm going to pick the Charging Griffin, I want to pick the Hixus. So we'll pick Hixus. Go into a nice strong black-white strategy. I know we're going into colours pretty quickly, but okay. Enshrouding Mist is a good card to pick up, but there's the Totem free played. We're going to get this right now. So in a minute we got Great Blade Marauder, Hixus, and Topad Freeblade. Topad Freeblade's a very good card. Going from here, this is not a bad card. Guardian Automaton is a nice card as well. And then we've got a flyer, which is the Avon Battle Priest. We do got the Troll as well, but then we've got blue, but I don't really want to play blue. Eyeblight Assassin's a pretty nice pickup, but so is the Orchard. But the three I would choose out of this is either the Automaton, Eyeblight Assassin, or Avon Battle Priest. Just for curve reasons, I think I want to go with the Eyeblight. Sickle Starfish, but there's a Weight of the Underworld here. I think we need to cut off black. We got a Revenant Heart, we got Dark Dabbling, got a Store Avon, which actually might be. Then there's a Charging Griffin as well. We got a couple free drops, so maybe I think the Charging Griffin is the pick. I like that over the other card. So we're going to black white. We've already got two good rares with the Grave Blade and the Hixus. Right, they're perfectly fine. Like the Flashing Hixus, just for that, is not a bad thing. Surprising them by taking out a creature, or if they do damage to you and you're all right on life, then you can just go from there. Take out a bunch of creatures. Hopefully they don't got removal and go. Here, like we can either go Alchemist Vial, a Crone Jailer, or a Ram Roller. Like for me, I don't think the Ram Roller would be very, very good. I do like picking up the Jailer because it's actually pretty good. The Vial goes well with the Grave Blade, but I'm going to go with the Jailer here. I'm taking the Husk here. Husk, it allows you to play around removal, and it's really good. And a blowout would be having the Husk down for blocking, sacking off one of your guys to block another creature, and then Hixus taking out the other one. That would be pretty cool. Avon Battle Priest is actually a nice pickup here. Malakir Cullblade. I don't think that's a good card in this deck. The Battle Priest can stabilize, and it's a flyer, so I think that's a good, nice pickup there. So far, I'm liking how this deck is looking. Got two good rares. We've got some good uncommons. The deck is coming went over nicely. We're not going to play this, but the automaton is a possible play. So that's a nice pickup at this stage of the draft. And he also works well with the husk as well. We don't just lose the creature, we gain 3 life as well. I don't really want to play this. This is not going to do well in our deck. I'd rather take the Bloodlust here because there's going to probably a red drafter that's probably hoping to pick that up. And it's a good card. It's good card advantage if you've got multiples. In draft, it's very easy to get multiples of them. It might not look much, but I was playing at the Grand Prix London side events. I was playing 2 of these and they just went well. Pick up another Battle Priest. I don't think we'll play 2. We'll probably get better picks later down the line. But it is a possible. I'm hoping we've been rewarded quite nicely here. It's not a bad deck. We've got some removal, not a lot. We'll put this in the sideboard. We're probably not going to play it. Mantle. That's actually not a bad card, Mantle of the Webs. I'm quite surprised no one picked that up. Green's not played often. Some people, which actually, there's usually one green drafter at the table, just because they want to be that guy that gets all the green cards. But green-black, it's actually been seen a lot of play lately, so especially in the drafts I was seeing. So in this, we've got a Disciple of the Ring, which is a good card, but Garage Implication is alright. Throwing Knife is a nice card as well. There's a Knight on the Pilgrim's Road. The Throwing Knife, the good. I don't want to take the Disciple here. The Disciple's not the right pick. Throwing Knife, I don't think that's the right pick. This is actually pretty poor for us. The Infernal Scarring, I don't think we can make advantage of this, but I think take another Nantuko Husk. I don't think so. Just depends where I'd rather be. I think I'm going to take another Husk. Another Husk. It's a solid creature, and hopefully we get rewarded for that. Got an Uromancer there. We got a Mighty Leap. Pretty good. Uromancer, we don't get any. Can only pick up the weight of the Underworld at the minute, but it can pick up other things. Mighty Leap's a combat trick, which we probably need actually. Now looking at it, Touching the Moongrove. It's okay, but Mighty Leap can either act as a win condition or act as a combat trick. So I'd rather take this and hopefully might wield the Uromancer. The Uromancer's only really good in with at least a few enchantments, but so hopefully while we go around we actually pick up something. So just waiting for our next pick. We got Consecrated by Bonds, not a very good card. Got another Mighty Leap, but actually might actually be the pick, or we can go with the Stalwart Aven, which actually might be good, but it's out of these 2 cards. I don't really want to take an Evolving Wilds, because black is looking like a splash colour at this stage. We've got good 3 drops, but we'll go with the Stalwart Aven. Got quite a lot of 3 drops now. It's looking not a bad deck so far. It's not something that I'm overly pleased with, but there's an Uromancer, but there's another Weight of the Underworld, which I'm happy to take here. The Blessed Spirits is not a bad card, but we've got so many 3 drops at the minute. Heavy Infantry is another good card, but I'd rather have the Cleric. Either Cleric or the Shambling Ghoul. I think at this stage I'd rather have the Cleric just for the tempo, but then again, Heavy Infantry. I'm gonna go Cleric here. Yeah, Cleric. There's a Sphinx's Tutelage in this one. There's a Goblin Pile Driver, which is an alright card, but we really want to go with a card that we can actually play, and that's definitely the Empyrean Tactician. It's just a much better card than everything else in this pack. Or we can either go to the Fetid Imp, but the Tactician is the better card. And white is certainly our main colour now. We seem to be picking up the white cards quite nicely. Celestial Flare is a nice pickup here, actually, but there's also an Unholy Hunger. Black is the splash, so I think Celestial Flare is the better card, but there is also Chief of the Foundry. But we've only got one artifact. There's our High Merit as well. Got 3 good cards here. We could have gone Knight or Unholy. The Unholy Hunger is... it's okay. We'll go Celestial Flare. Enshrouding Mist is a very, very good card. Uromancer picks up... we've got 2 Way of the Underworlds to pick up. But the Enshrouding Mist is just so much better. It's such a good card. I'd rather have that. We pick up the Infernal Scarring. We'll put that to the sideboard because I'm not sure if I'm going to play it. Touch the Moonlight. That's a good pickup as well. I'll pick up the Tome. Nightshare. Oh, we did pick up the Heavy Infantry. So we managed to... that's actually a really good pickup. Very late. That tells me white is really, really open. And we've got a solid deck here. Very solid deck. Only at 15 creatures 5. Like, if we play just this deck is really, really good on its own. But we've still got one more pack, so we can see what we're going to get in the final pack. Very happy with how this draft has gone. Of course, if you're the guys from that watch the Pokemon videos, please welcome to comment. Or if you're interested in the game, please leave any questions in the comments of how to get into Magic. If you're some of the Magic people that love the game, tell me how I could improve or what picks you think I could have changed. And here we go. Right, Charging Griffin. There's a Totem Freeblade there, but we got another Way at the Underworld. We got an Unholy. Another Enshrouding Mist, a Charging Griffin. This pack is going to give us something. We've got a Blightcaster, and whenever I've seen Blightcaster get played, it doesn't do anything. Like, I think we need to take Totem Freeblade here. In fact, I know we need to take the Totem Freeblade. After this, we're definitely going to have to make cuts. From the cuts, I think even Battle Priests, I think we need to keep them in. White Blight Assassin may come out just because, and the Akron Jailer as well will probably come out and go for a more aggressive strategy. We just got to hope with the sideboard. We got Touch of Moonglove. Infernal Scarring. So let's see what else we get. So, Sigil of Valor is a very good card. It always did well. Rogue's Passage is a nice card. Gaia's Revenge is obviously good for the green decks. But Grasp of the Hieromancer is a card that has always been a high-performing card for me. It's always been one of those cards where they said, like, it always does something, and it always taps down things. So I'm going to take this because for me, it's always been a good card. There's the Oromancer. With the amount of enchantments that we've got now, I think Oromancer is a pretty playable card. Celestial Flare, that's a good pickup. Charging Griffin's also. No, Celestial Flare. Then there's the Warhorn as well. Warhorn's pretty nice in this deck. But how much removal do we got? That's the question. So, Enshrouding Mist is a combat trick. We've got Mighty Leap for combat trick. Celestial Flare. We've got 2-Weight of the Underworlds. I think I need this. Yeah, I'm going to take it. Just like we're going to take this in Holy Hunger. Another Nantuko Husk. How greedy am I? Well, we're probably not playing 3 of these, by the way. Yeah. Brawler's Plate is a good card. But the Tactician's better, in my opinion. I'm going to take the Spirit here because just to hate draft it, because we've already got a good deck, and then I don't think the cards that was in there was actually going to make it. We already have to cut 4 cards. Like the Jailer is already a card that's coming out, and oh my word, there's a Blightcaster still. I'm taking the Unholy Hunger though. So I think a Battle Priest would come out. Jailer would come out. They're all quite good. This would come out. Take one of the Hungers out and keep it sideboard. 16 land. Take a Husk out. Got the Evolving Wilds, I want that. That's going to be good for the deck. I actually quite like this. I feel it's a good card. And we got good removal. I think I'm going to take the Mighty Leap out. This is looking like a 16 land deck, by the way, for me. I might take out Dark Summons by the time this comes, usually, and the amount of instants and sorceries we've got is actually quite a few. I'm going to take this because take this, just a big creature. Got the Catalog Plume Slug. Got Enshrouding Mist, 2 Celestial Flares. Got Unholy Hunger. It really. So there's not a lot. This card is not exactly the best of cards. Like this. I don't want to. 30 mana cost. Do I play 16 lands? That's the question. There's a lot of cards we can play. How many does it suggest? Only suggesting 5 swamps, and for good reason as well, because yeah, I think we'll go with this. I think this is a perfectly fine deck. I want this at Last Haven Battle Priest just for later. I definitely want this in to take their bombs when we remove them. So, yeah, I'm quite fine. Let's submit this deck. And I'll see you in round 1. Thank you for watching the draft. And I'll see you next time.